Hello, everyone. Welcome to the All Day Football Show. I'm your host, as always, Jackson Cog, and today I've got you NFL Week 12 analysis, top 10 teams, game picks, and for you Patriots dedicated fans out there, as always, got you some analysis going into our game this week. So, jumping right into it, these were the power rankings after last week. We had the Chiefs coming back in, getting their win streak going. The Titans took over the number one spot. Had a bunch of movement going on, and we have it again this week. So the Cardinals come back in and take the number one spot after beating the Seahawks on the road with Colt McCoy as the starting quarterback. Cardinals at the moment have the best record in the league, and that's where they will sit. Tampa Bay Buccaneers move up into second with a win over the Giants on Monday Night Football. You've got the Titans and Packers dropping down after losses to the Texans and the Vikings, both games that they should have won, and they ended up losing. I've got them a little higher than most people, so I'm a little biased, but I've got the Patriots at number 5. They're on a 5-game win streak, and they're just steamrolling any team that comes into their path. But they have a test this week going against the Titans. Number 6, I have the Bills dropping a couple spots after a loss this past week. And I've got the Chiefs moving up a couple spots after a dominant win over the Cowboys. Cowboys drop respectively, Rams run a bye, and the Baltimore Ravens drop. Even though they won against the Bears, it was close, and they did have a backup, but it was a bit close call of a game. And I'm sorry, the Bills got blown out by the Colts at a air bubble in my brain. Game picks for this week. Last week it did so well, went 12-3. I was so happy when I picked the Packers upset. Puts the overall at 99, 63, and 1. I hate saying that, and 1 all year. So, kicking off with today's Thanksgiving games, I've got the Bears winning on the road against the Lions. I've got the Cowboys winning at home against the Raiders, and I've got the Bills winning tonight against the Saints on the road. We'll stay in the interconference matchups. I've got the Bucks winning on the road against the Colts. I've got the Panthers, Cam Newton beating the Dolphins on the road, and I have the Jaguars beating the Falcons at home. Moving into the AFC matchups, I've got the Steelers winning on the road against the Bengals. I've got the Patriots and Texans winning at home, respectively, over the Titans and the Jets. Chargers winning on the road against the Broncos. Ravens winning at home against the Browns. Then at the NFC, I've got the Eagles and Vikings losing on the road to the Giants and 49ers. I've got the Rams winning on the road, I believe it's either the Rams and Packers or Sunday Night Football or the Chargers Broncos. Whichever one, the Rams are going to take the win on the road against the Packers. And then Washington is going to beat the Seahawks at home on Monday Night Football. And then the Cardinals and Chiefs are on a bye. The Patriots smacked the Falcons on Thursday Night Football last week with a 25-0 victory. Sacked Matt Ryan so many times. Got 4 interceptions on 3 different quarterbacks. They got 2 on Matt, and then they pulled Matt Ryan out, and then Josh Rosen threw an interception, so they threw Josh Rosen out and put Felipe Franks in, and on Felipe Franks' first throw, he throws an interception. So it was a very dominant victory. The offense was a little shaky, but it was a short week. The defense is what really dominated, and I think this is what the Patriots are going to need to make a playoff push and possible Super Bowl run. So the keys to victory on Sunday against the Titans. That picture makes me so sad. The Falcons 21 right there. Deron Harmon, former Patriot. So sad. It's always sad to see good former Patriots in other teams' uniforms. But the key to the Patriots' victory, it's the biggest game of the year. bright lights. Even though it's a 1 o'clock game, the Titans are going to be without Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, and the defense is inconsistent. So this is their biggest opportunity to go ahead and make a statement that, hey, we're the best team in the AFC, and here's how we're going to prove it. The key for the Texans beating the Titans last week was, though it was stormy, they kept getting turnovers on Tannehill, kept getting pressure. That's what the Patriots need to do today. Get pressure on, or I keep saying today. On Sunday, against the Titans, the Patriots kept getting dominant pressure on Matt Ryan. They need to keep going and get it on Tannehill. Force those turnovers. The less time he has in the pocket, the more likely he is to make mistakes to backup wide receivers that I can't even tell you what their names are off the top of my head. And I can go pretty deep on most teams' rosters. The offensive thing is to get the run game going. It's the Patriots' bread and butter, is run the ball and play good defense. So get Damian, get Ramondre going early on. They're averaging a bunch of yards per carry. This Titans defense isn't the hardest to run against. They've got Jeffrey Simmons and Bud Dupree, who are beasts on that defense, but those are only two guys. If they stay away from running inside all the time, where Jeffrey Simmons is going to stuff the middle and stuff the A gaps, then they're chilling. So that's going to be how the Patriots are going to have to beat the Titans. Their secondary has been battered up all year. Kevin Byard is a great safety. The Titans' defense as a whole has just been inconsistent. They allowed 22 points last week to the Texans, but then a couple weeks ago kept the Rams at like 12. So, where's the consistency in that? You're keeping one of the most high-powered offenses down, but allow over 20 points to the Texans. This late in the season, everybody's like, oh, the Patriots allowed a bunch of points to the Texans. Patriots almost lost to the Texans. But that was a while ago in the season. But I do have the Patriots beating the Titans this week with a score of 31-26. That's my score not today's game. I gotta stop doing that. On Sunday's game, and continuing the win streak to 6, and I believe that would make them a push for the number 1 seed. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.